Well, another trip, another day, another scorcher. I think it's getting up to about 35 degrees Celsius today. So for those of you in America and other places, that's about 1,000,000 degrees. So what do we got today? So ToXiC has made about 8 or 9 trips up here now. Loving it. Got her all loaded up. The work truck that she is. And today we're bringing some metal working tools. What do we got? The all-important fan. It was going off its head for the last 100 kilometres an hour, spinning around. Doesn't look like anything's fallen out. Got a little pan brake, English wheel, planishing hammer, and bead roller with the obligatory steering wheel. And I got my little sheet metal roller there as well, fender. So not much has changed here. Can't remember the last thing. Oh, actually I came up here the other day with my son Sam, my son Josh, and Sam's girlfriend Lily, and big shout out to them for giving me a hand, and I forgot to video anything. But we bought up a bunch of stuff. So we bought up a couple of tables and things, and a bunch of stuff that I put into this shed over here. So what have we got? Yeah, so we spent putting a bit of stuff in here. A couple of motorbikes. It's Davina's bike, Quen D. Steve's bike. I can't call it Quen D because I think that's off DD's Speed Shop. That's her nickname. So the Beauty Queen. Got a YZ80 and a bit of stuff over there. Just a few parts. I'm going to load this up today. It's a bit dark in here at the moment. Load this up today. It's an old chicken pen or something. The other chicken pen there. I'm just trying to use the space that I've got around the place as best I can just to store my stuff. Might want to put some boots on too. Got some Scotch thistles there. So yeah, all stocked up, ready for the trip as well. Lily was nice enough to buy me a coffee just before I head off. I filled up with fuel and filled up with water. Might crack one of those open. Anyway, sounds like enough chitter chatter to me. Let's do some work. I might just add, I'm here by myself, so I might let you watch me struggle to get this stuff off. But hey, we'll be alright. Oh, that's what else I bought up the other day as well. Got a diff there that's out of the Commodore. It's a limited slip. What is it? I think it's a 308, 356, I don't know. It's a diff. Limited slip disc brake of some sort of Commodore, I can't remember. I was going to put it in ToXiC at one stage and then that didn't happen. And then I've got a 10 bolt diff over there, both standing on their ends. 10 bolt out of a HQ 1 tonner. It'll go in something at some point in time. Yeah, anyway, back to it. The junk you have when you live in a house for 20 years. I don't mind throwing things out, but I'm pretty good at collecting things as well. So what do we got? Got rabbit traps and fence strainers and building tools. Got to be using those here. Some painting gear. A few things you might have noticed from earlier videos. Rocker cover, Ford 6-cylinder. I've got a bit of fishing gear. A few steering wheels. What else we got? All sorts of rubbish. I think I've got 4 steering wheels in here. I've got a 1957 Chev rear bumper bar end bit. Why? Because it's got a light in it and I've got the other one may graft it into something. Now, look at this. What do we got here? We got a little aeroplane that Sam made when he was about 5, I reckon. And I haven't had the heart to ever get rid of it. So it comes with us. Something Josh had at one stage, a motorised push bike, so you can guess what will probably happen there, or the components to make a motorised push bike. What else we got? Paint. Bought paint that doesn't belong to that other house, that may end up being used here. A bowling bag, because everyone needs 2 of those. And look, an original steering wheel, Chev steering wheel. off a ToXiC. Where's the cap gone? Hopefully it's in that box somewhere. Well, yeah, pretty exciting stuff, isn't it? Enough chitter chatter. I guess I'd better get this stuff unloaded. Okay, it's a beauty Queen Suzuki A100. It's a beast, that thing. Top speed, 80 kilometers an hour with a tailwind, and you duck down behind the handlebars, and there's a B-double semi-trailer following you. But it's good fun. Little two-stroke thing. Hasn't been registered in I don't know, 4 or 5 years now. But I'm sure if we put some fuel in it, kicked it over, she'd start, no problems. Yeah, just about got this out. These boxes over here, these metal boxes, they were pretty good. And there was a house that was being cleared out, and I was offered a whole heap of stuff, so I scored a whole bunch of containers like that. Great for storing nuts and bolts and any other rubbish that I might need to. In here, what have we got? So, yeah, remember, please like, share, comment and subscribe. Nothing's changed in that regard. To the people that I sold my last house, not the one that I've just sold, or that I'm just about to sell, but the house before that, my apologies. If you've been looking for your glass bottle recycling bin for the last 20 years, I just found it. And remember, people, when you're doing things, always work with safety. Safety first. Bring a stocked first aid kit with you. Ooh, look at that. Coca-Cola radio. It's broken, unfortunately, but still looks pretty cool. All sorts of rubbish. Fishing. If you're a fisherman, then you and I probably have nothing in common, because I'm not really a fan, but my wife and kids love it. Okay, so I'm just trying to stall here because I've got to lift this stuff off by myself. But let's do it. Did I mention that it's really hot? It was a bit blowy before as well. It's dead still at the moment, which I'd prefer while it makes it hot, because if someone dropped a match or flicked a cigarette out a window or something, which is not a good thing, it would cause big problems, because it's stinking hot, it's dry, pretty humid. Here comes a little bit of a breeze, and all you need is that. Now, there's already some fires burning in Victoria. I'm nowhere near Victoria, I'm in New South Wales, but nevertheless. Now, the gantry, I got it put up. It's interesting, I've had this thing for a couple of years now, maybe longer. I've never been able to use it. I don't think I've ever lifted anything with it. I tell a lie. I lifted a motor into the Beauty Queen's Patinaed XM Audrey, so I do tell a lie. I'm sure that's what I use. Other than that, I've never used it. Part of the reason I bought it, put it under my carport, and it was too high. Well, I tried to put it under there, so I shortened it in height and shortened it in width, and then it was no good for anything, because you can see where the height of the chain block is in comparison to, say, this cab if I wanted to lift it onto the chassis. And there just wasn't enough height, so now that it's out here, I'm going to re-extend. I'm going to make it wider. I'll probably, don't know how I'm going to do that. Not sure how I'm going to do that, but I'll make it wider, and I'll make it taller. If I don't make it wider, I'll definitely make it taller. Wider could be a problem, so I've got to extend that H-beam, I-beam, whatever it's called, and that's not going to work. So I'll have to replace it, and then I don't know if that's really worth it, but we'll see. But I can make it taller, because it does still fit side by side on a car at the moment, so the width might not be such an issue. It will be really handy once I eventually get to use it. And I got the chain block, and then I got another one in the box underneath Sam's GMC over here. Another chain block, continuous chain block, I think they're called, something like that. They're really handy. So what I intend when I build this massive shed, which is going to be right here, where I am at the moment, I'm intending on putting a great big chain block, a great big beam across from one side to the other, or lengthways, or crossways, whatever, and putting a chain block there so I can lift stuff up and down. Now, the reason I'm walking back at the moment is that, I've said it before, this is where my shed's going to go, in this area here. This caravan's not mine. This is where it's going to go, and it's going to be huge. It's going to be really big. I'm thinking I might leave that structure where the GMC is there, and just sort of tack it onto the back of the shed that I build, and have a roller door where the GMC is, so I can drive through my shed and still access that. And then where the Inter and the 38 are and the Gantry and so on, I might just leave that as space as it is so that I can use it. And yeah, have my shed and this big footprint out here. And then what I'm thinking, that shed will probably go and be turned into a veggie garden. So that's part of what the move is about as well, a bit of self-sustainability. And I haven't shown you yet, but there's a really cool structure that we also own behind that, and it's called the pub. And it is actually a pub. It won't be a pub for us. You can actually probably see a sign on it there. It says Tooths on tap. Might be Tooheys on tap. Type of beer in Australia here. So that is a really cool structure, and the look of it, the timber posts, corrugated iron roof and so on, that's the look that my shed's going to have. My shed, some of it will be built as second-hand material, some of it will probably be a brand new shed, but I intend to build it as a big shed in the middle with lean-to type things off the side, and then a big carport area out the front that is probably a good 6 or 7 meters in depth and the full width of it. And then this will be my parking area all out here, and then across there somewhere from where the driveway comes in, across here I'll probably have a fence, post and rail fence. Davina, Queen D, no, can't use that one, it's Danny from DD Speed Shop. It's her nickname, I can't say her nickname. I can't go Queen Jolene, because that one's gone and that's not my wife's name anyway. So it's the Beauty Queen. There'll be a fence across here somewhere. This will be my parking area in this area, my shed, my carport. So this whole area here is where my car stuff's going to happen. Veggie garden, pub, houses over there, front yard, side of front yard, a Harley Davidson going past. And then there's another 4-car garage up the front. Again, don't want to invade the space of the people that live here at the moment, because they've been kind enough to let us move our stuff here because we've bought the place, but they're still living here because that's our agreement. And yeah, so I'll show you that stuff later. I reckon I've wasted enough time. I better lift this stuff off. From here to that existing shed is about 50 metres. The face of those sheds up there, the carport's probably about 9 metres, and there's about 5 or 6 metres to the right, and then probably another 5 or 6 metres to the left. So what's that, about 5, 14, 5, let's call it 20 metres. I think it's actually more than that, we'll call it 20 metres. So 20 there, what I say, about 50 out here, that's 100 square metres. Fence along here, post and rail fence from here somewhere down here, maybe some post and rail through here, and then maybe lose it or put some other type of fence. Shed, storage to the space, space to the back, to the side, that other carport behind, that chicken shed thing gone, carport come right out here somewhere, and then I'll have this area here, come in, turn, and I'll put a gate in that fence so that I can duck out there if I need to, also so I can mow the lawn, duck out there if I need to so that I can turn bigger trailers and stuff around. This will be the car zone, car compound. Nice. Oh, hot work. You may have seen me unloading a little underdash air conditioning unit there. If not, it was in fast motion. In all seriousness, ToXiC would not be the truck it is if I didn't have an under-dash air conditioning in it, or just air conditioning. Power steering, air conditioning, and I've got heated seats. What more do you need? And a stereo, but I generally use a Bluetooth speaker. If you are considering putting air conditioning in your vehicle and you can pick up one of those, they work absolutely fantastically. That's a Mark IV monitor. I think they're all called Mark IV. I don't know, but I've got like 3 different Mark IVs. I got one out of a Mustang as well that was in my green XM. I never connected it up, but I'm going to, because it's great. Every time I'm here, up in this tree somewhere, there's birds. I don't know what they are. They're quite vocal. But over in the background, it seems to have stopped now, but there's a sheep over the background here. There's a property that isn't ours, just on the other side of this creek. The creek is ours. That's not ours just there. That's those sheds. Our boundary's just in front of them. So I'm going to look after this creek. It's probably the best way I can put it. But yeah, up there, behind those trees, there's a bit of a farm property going on. Don't know exactly what's there, but I hear sheep, and I like that. I like the sound of native animals, like sheep. Oh, hang on. I'm sure they're native to somewhere, but not Australia. I'm, once again, trying to avoid doing the heavy lifting, but I'll have a guzzle of water, and then I'll get back into it. Not sure which one's Karen, but neither of them, or none of them, look offended. Having a good look though, aren't they? Got Foghorn, Miss Penelope, and Karen, I guess. They look pretty happy. He's a bit of a randy rooster, that one. Seen him out there having his way. Well, that means for the eggs. I guess we might get some chicken. Well, they're going into the boudoir. Come with me, ladies. Walk this way. Oh, Foghorn, you're such a man. ToXiC Garage Customs Chicken Breeding Services. If you need chickens, come and see us. Having a feed. Hey guys, oh, there's 3 in there. 4. Going to bed. Hey buddy. No food. Ladies are ganging up on me. Hey ladies, what's on the menu? What was that, mate? You say something? Got a problem with me? Yeah? Walking around puffing your chest out? Did run away. Yeah. Oh yeah, you got something to crow about, haven't you, hey? We're all tough when we're running away. Come back here. Yeah. Your chicks are mine now, mate. Keep walking. Tell your story walking. Don't let the door hit you. Okay, well, thanks for watching me work. I know it's always fun. My camera actually shut down saying it was overheating. I don't know the exact temperature, but as I said, 35, something like that. It's just really humid as well. And videoing, camera couldn't deal with it. I'm doing okay. I'm about to jump into ToXiC with my aircon. Got the rooster over there. He's still telling me to get out of his zone, leave his chicks alone. I'm going there. The owners haven't been mowing this place much since we bought it. When it's mown, it looks really nice. I'm actually buying their zero-turn lawnmower off them. I'm really tempted to say, hey, can I come and mow the lawn? Like, seriously, who'd say no? Because I really like mowing lawns, particularly on sit-on lawnmowers. And let's face it, I've never mown this one before, so that'd be pretty cool. So, you never know. I might have to hide to ask them if I can do that. Test drive the lawnmower and know their entire property for them, because it is still technically theirs. Yeah. I'm really looking forward, I'm going to flip this camera to not only getting rid of the structures that I don't need and moving in here obviously, but if I haven't said it before, I'm actually a qualified horticulturist as well. I don't work as a horticulturist, but I'm a qualified horticulturist. I'm actually a qualified structural landscaper, which is part of horticulture. So I've got massive plans for not only the stuff that you guys want to know about, my shed, my cars and all that, massive plans for this property, because it's just got such good bones and such nice aspects to it that I can just really make it special. So I'll probably be filming some of that stuff when the time comes, when we move here. So in the meantime, my brain's just ticking over. It's another couple of months before that's going to happen, but my brain is just ticking over with the potential, and believe me, there is lots of it. ToXiC Garage Customs, my friends. Thank you for watching. So thanks for watching. I know the last few videos have been different to what I started out making, and I think the reason's clear. I'm moving from this location to that location, and the plan is that it's going to be a really good backdrop for a lot more really good content, and I'll have space and I think big things. So hang around, stick with me. It'll be a couple of months before I put out some car building stuff, I think. There might be a little thing in between, but yeah, stick with me. I think the content that comes up in the future is going to be pretty good, and it'll have a nice backdrop, and I'll be in a happy place. So again, thanks for watching. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm Todd. I enjoy having you with me. Thanks. See you later.